Hey guys, it's Maymay and my trusty sidekick.
Oh, Vinny's here on a Tuesday afternoon, along with the crafty sidekick, Shenanigans on the other side. Welcome in to a new adventure on Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesdays at 2. That's what we're calling it.
Tuesdays at 2. What you got?
I feel bad for y'all. I'm looking at your cameras and y'all are so dark. Listen, we had the lighting guy here yesterday. Hopefully, he says by Thursday he can have us with light. So
that's going to be a negative. It can't be here till Friday.
They already said that?
He said
so
that.
It'll be next week. So you got a couple more weeks of, I don't know why mine is so much brighter than y'all. But I know the lighting is bad. So if you're watching the replay and you're like, wow, you can't even see Vinny. He's just a dark gray blob. We're working on it. Okay. So we're excited to be in our new studio. We're excited to show you the new studio, but it won't be today. We've still got a good bit of tweaking to do. So we're going to wait and show you that when it's done.
Are you on?
I am on. Can they not hear me?
Tabitha said you sound tiny.
Never in my life has anyone ever told me I sound tiny. Is it better? Did I just have it cut too far? Did I have my mic cut down too far? So I already see the question, so I'm going to make sure I tell you up front. This is season 1 of Tuesdays at 2. Here's what that means. I don't know how long it'll go. We're going to do this for a season. There are times throughout the year that we just don't have as much stuff to bring to you content-wise. But we're coming up on the season. Like we're coming up on, this is the time people are crafting. And so we don't have enough time to get everything to you with the schedule that we were currently keeping. And we're like, when can we put a show in? Like, when can we add something? So this is what we added. So it will be an ongoing season. I feel like we'll go till, when we talked earlier, Shane, I thought we'd probably go till end of November, maybe. You think? So we'll see. We're going to go as long as we have content for you. Now, the rest of our schedule will not change. You still get us Monday night at 6 p.m. What are my other ones? Thursday night live at 6 p.m. Saturday at 6 p.m. We still have Bible study on Sundays at 6 p.m. So all of that will stay the same. It's just an extra added something so we can spend a little more time with you. Yeah, Miss Pat, we were talking about that. First off, if you're blurry, it could be on your end. Check your resolution. Use your little button to do that. But also remember, I was talking about we're working on lighting and all that as the studio changes. Thank y'all for your patience. Tabitha is here, or was here. She might have had to run out, but she was here earlier. Okay, here we go. Did you hear me on
there? She said there's like an echo.
Okay, let's see why. Could be my fault. Let me see. I can see one because your mic wasn't muted. I bet that was it.
It shows me muted here.
You weren't muted on my end. Huh. Could be my fault.
Sorry, y'all.
Could be my fault, you guys. Okay. So tell me if that's better, and then we're going to get started. I've got 2 projects for you today. I'm excited about this. I'm going to try to squeeze in. I think I can do 2 projects. We also don't know how long the show will, what do we say? We don't know the length of the show, the length, because I might have an hour's worth of stuff to show you. I might have an hour and a half worth of stuff to show you. I might have 30 minutes worth of stuff to show you. We don't have a set time. I also don't know what I'm going to be bringing you. I could be bringing you, I was thinking today, it might be fun to do an interview with a staff member like once a week or once a month so y'all can kind of meet the staff, especially like you haven't really got to meet Charity. A lot of you guys have met Jasmine, but maybe not so much. I don't know. Maybe that would be fun too. Why don't y'all tell us what you'd like to see in the segments? That would be nice too. Okay. Now then, let's get started with the project. You want to get started with the project? I'm excited. This is what I'm so excited about this program we have going this Tuesdays at 2. I've had this project in a Ziploc bag ready to show you guys for all of July, but it didn't fit in with what we were trying to accomplish in July for Christmas in July, but it's perfect for today. Look how cute this is. Now, I'm going to press this little button. It lights up. Isn't it cute? Now, is this straight for you guys or backwards for you guys?
It's straight.
Okay.
It's normal.
Y'all know for me it's backwards, and I don't know why. So this one lights up. What I did inside of here, I'll show you because I didn't put tape down here so you can see. I have a 1 light in here, and that's what we're going to do today. I just think this is so pretty. This die, as soon as I saw it, this is what I thought. Now, I will tell you, I don't think you have to use this, the 1 light for this. That's a good idea. I did clean Vince's. I don't think you have to use a light with this. I think you can do this just with some vellum and just pop it up. I really think you can. All right, let me grab my ruler. I want to show you how I'm going to line this die up. I think this will come in handy for you when you have this die. This die, by the way, is called, Shannon, do you know? I don't know.
I brought it in here. I don't know where the new ones are, though.
All right, here's how I'm going to line this up. I'm going to take the center feature. You know, my Tim Holtz ruler has a centering feature. I'm going to take that center, and I'm going to make sure I've got the same measurement on either side, making sure I'm centered. And I'm also going to line myself up 1.25 inches from the bottom. So my ruler, because it's a grid I can see through, lets me do that.
Yes, it is the Paper Rose Radiant Circle Nativity Scene.
Radiant Circle. Let me show them the fresh package. Radiant Circle Nativity. I think it is so beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous?
That it is.
Okay, so what I did to center it was do that with my ruler, and then right underneath baby Jesus, I'm calling that my center, and I put that at the 0. That's the hardest part you'll do. That's literally the hardest part of this card. Now I'm going to run it through my die cut machine and cut it out.
Pam said that Christmas classic. Shannon, do you know?
Shannon, do you know what the name of this is?
I got to be honest, them some pretty warped.
Are you judging my cutting plates?
Cutting plates. They're pretty.
You see how they're working?
Loved.
You see how they work? They work just fine.
Can you maybe turn it over where it'll fold it back or something?
He acts like we don't flip them.
Yeah.
Flip that baby over.
You don't use a die cut machine, do you? You know what's funny?
Well, no, I don't use one.
That is a polarizing conversation for people. You know how there's some things like score on the top, fold on the bottom, fold on the top, score on the bottom, how that can like divide people. So do cutting plates. People cannot handle crooked cutting plates.
No,
they don't
no,
bother
they can't.
me one bit. I just stick them through the machine. But obviously Vinny is on they bother me.
Eileen said that C6 will send you some new ones.
Well, that wasn't my Sizzix machine, so don't tell them. I have my Gemini sitting right next to me, so don't tell them. I don't want them. They don't care. I mean, you know, they make wonderful product too. Check this out, you guys. What I'm telling you is we just discovered that Vinny is on the I would need straight cutting plates side.
Oh yeah, by all means.
He couldn't do the
I can't handle all that crooked junk.
That's so funny to me. All right, check this die out, y'all. It's so pretty. It's just gorgeous. Also, I think you could use the offcuts of this one. You know how sometimes we can?
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty.
Wouldn't that be pretty too?
Yep.
I think so. I'll put that over here.
Party.
All right, see what we ended up with. This is just so pretty. Now, this die is made to not cut through the bottom, which I love. Eileen's on to you, babe.
Yeah.
She said you need a nap.
Yeah.
So I love that about this die, that it doesn't cut out. It makes the perfect card for you. Okay. Imagine this too, if you made it as an easel card and that popped up.
Oh, that would be pretty.
I'm going to do it like that. You see, that's a whole other way to do it, right? I love this. All right. Here's the other thing I'm going to do. I'm going to cover this with some vellum. And I wanted to tell you what paper pack I'm using. And the reason I did is because Shannon and Brenda both commented on the fact that I didn't use my normal kind of paper to do this kind of thing. I'm using this Letters to Santa, this green snowflake. I didn't want to do a black or a navy. We do that all the time, you know, or I feel like I do that all the time. So I wanted to do something different. So that's why I did the green. I think that would be neat. I'm just going to cut this little piece down. I'm not too awful worried about what it's going to look like because I'm just going to glue it to the back. So let me find my glue. Y'all finding things in this studio that we've moved. Whew.
It's crazy.
It's rough.
We don't know where anything is anymore.
It took us so long to get ready for this show today. And, you know, we laughed about this. Last week we were doing pretty good because we started the move last week. And, you know, we were moved before the live show Thursday night. But the problem today is it's been a week since we've been in here. You know, it's Tuesday. And we've also been moving since then, more items and more shifting more things around. So it's been very difficult. Very difficult. You can do you can color your vellum. That's not an issue. I know some of you guys were thinking, here's what I got to tell you. The problem with me showing you this on camera, is it blows out to just the light. In real life, it is diffused. You see how the light diffuses around?
Oh yeah, that's a big difference.
See the difference?
Because
On
when you did it
camera,
on
you
camera, it
just
was
see
like you
this.
can't even see Jesus.
That's it. You just see, you can even see how it moves when I touch it. But in real life, isn't that just so pretty?
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm glad you showed me that.
It's very
I was
different
very
in real life.
disappointed.
So I did do something I'm going to show y'all, though. I did do something that I don't know, Amanda might not like. But I did it because I needed to do it. I'll show y'all. All right, the next thing we're going to do. I did it again, y'all. I told myself not to do this, but I did. Let me show you. I messed up. I was supposed to put a mark where I needed my one light. So we'll just have to do it the way I did it a while ago. No big deal. The base that I'm going to put behind it is just a 1/16 of an inch bigger. So where this is 4 by 5 1/4, this is 4 1/4 by 5 3. Nope, 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I think I said that right. So I just cut it so it would just have a tiny little white border around it. Okay. All right. Now then, here's what I did when I was making mine earlier because I messed up. What I would suggest you do, actually, can I do that? Let's try that. Hold on. You know, I've done the same thing I did earlier.
Lisa, we moved the studio because
Hey, where's my die?
the one that we
Which
were
one?
in just
Here, nope. That's not
was no longer big enough. So
That's not
No,
it. That's
that's
coming
not
up.
we was trying to have 2 or 3 different filming
Right there.
stations in that one little room, and it just wasn't working.
And it's a small room with all 3 of us in there. And when you close the doors to
Oh,
film,
it's sweltering.
it gets really, really hot. So, plus we had filming studio in there, and then my Maymay's office moved to in there. So we just kind of needed more room, more space.
All right, what I'm doing is this is about where my die is going to land. What I would suggest you do is before you put your vellum on, go ahead and make a mark where you're going to want your light to go. That's what I'm doing here is just making a mark for my light. I should have done that earlier, and I meant to do it. Told myself to do it for you guys, and then didn't. So I'm just kind of roughing it up here.
Yes, Joe, it is still in the store. We actually just moved it into what had initially been planned to be the classroom. So now it's the studio.
Okay. So I've just made myself a mark to let me know where I want to put my one light. Now, here's the thing about the lights. Have y'all tried them yet? Are you intimidated? I know so many of you are intimidated, but you got to see this. From package to card, I'm going to show you how easy this is live. Okay. From the package, I'm going to take one off.
Take one down,
Pass it around. All right. And then I'm going to go into here and get a battery. They come with a battery for each one light. Okay. And I'm going to peel that battery off the back. These are the easiest things ever. Trust me, there are some that I don't think are quite this easy. This is so easy. The one light is my favorite. All right. Now what happens is this is your light. This little yellow piece is the light. Well, I'm going to show y'all something that might get me in trouble. I don't know. Let me see if I can do this for you. I'm going to light it up. Warning. If you don't like flashing lights, if you get migraines, do not look at the screen. Trust me, do not look at the screen.
Do not look into the light.
So you see how bright that is? It's not too bad on camera. I can look at it on camera. But you see how bright it is? I wanted to knock it back a bit. Okay. So I took a Sharpie and I colored it. Remember how I say, let me try stuff so you don't have to? I tried this earlier. So that's it colored with a Sharpie. And now watch. See how cool it went? How cool blue? Where it was very warm before. So play with markers in your lights. I think that's really cool. And if y'all want me to, I can do several of them and show you different colors and you can see them. That'd be neat.
You
All right.
Probably alcohol light.
Wipe that off and do another one. You're right.
Try a different color.
You're right. All right. And then you just put some sticky adhesive on the back.
Thank you, April. Maymay bought them for me.
Thanks, Miss Joan. That's funny. Your earbobs. I love those earrings. My issue is I don't have neck and Shannon does. So whenever I see earrings that I can't live without, I just get them for Shannon because I just think at least I can look at them.
I love big earrings.
She can wear them too. All right. Now what I'm going to do is place this about where my little pencil mark was. And I'm just going to sit it there for a second. Now let's bring this guy back over and kind of float him. That's going to be perfect. Let's test him. He's perfect. Again, see how he looks on camera? It's very, very different on camera. Very different. All right, I'm going to press him into place because that's where I want him. Now, let's pop this little guy
Cindy
up.
said you're smart, Maymay.
Wow. Cindy, can we frame that and put it on the wall?
Can you get it made into a plaque?
Okay, put that on my
And
shirt.
some of
just
y'all
wear it every
mentioned
day.
earlier that looks like
Thank you,
popcorn.
Cindy.
It is not popcorn. It is actually Santa faces.
Oh, little Santas. That I was like,
It
popcorn?
does look like popcorn.
Little Santas.
It looks like popcorn from
That looks
here.
exactly like popcorn.
It does. I didn't even notice it till y'all
It
said
is
that.
not popcorn.
Her earbobs. Yeah, my grandma said earbobs, Miss Joan. Earbobs. I heard somebody on TikTok say that. You know, there's a lot of Southerners on TikTok. If y'all don't watch, there's a lot on there. And I heard somebody say it the other day, and somebody else said, I've never heard it called an earbob. I'm like, well, around here, that's what we do. All right, putting a little foam. I'm going to leave this open. I can deal with that in a few minutes if I need to. I kind of like just leaving it kind of open so that it you can change the battery out. All right, and this guy is going to go on top of that white piece we cut, and we put our little light on right here. Very, very super thin line around it because I only have a 1/16 of an inch. And remember, the thing about this foam is it's repositionable. That's really hard to say. Watch this.
Repositionable.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, so
All right,
pretty.
now I'm fixing to show y'all my favorite part about this card. Did y'all notice? I don't know. I'm not going to show y'all. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the next part, which I've hidden from myself. We're going to use this. This is the Merry Christmas, everyone, but I'm only going to use Merry Christmas. Wait till y'all see how this works. So,
And guys, one of the ways that we know you're enjoying the video is when you give it a thumbs up. We like to call it when you Vinny the video. So we've got over 600 people watching and only 200 and something likes.
wow, but we have 200 something likes and we just got started good.
I sure would appreciate
And
some
we got
thumbs
through all
up if
that.
you are enjoying what you're seeing today. And thanks.
That's awesome. You guys, I don't even use these right. Like, if y'all would judge me so hard. around
Heidi
here.
likes your hair.
Vinny's hair?
Yours.
Oh, I thought they meant Vinny's hair. Thank you, Heidi. Vinny
Vinny-
got a haircut.
Vinny got a little trim. He's very happy with it.
I'm Vinny in that dye.
Shannon didn't.
Shannon did not get a haircut.
Thanks to Maymay.
I've been messing with her all day. Listen. So I scheduled these live shows Tuesday at 2 recently. Like I just came to
Yeah.
Shannon and said, hey, we've got to
Hey,
do
we're going to do
something."
this.
I'm like, we've got to do something. How do you feel about this? She's
And I'm like,
good with
hey,
it."
I'm fine, but I'm not going to be here.
Well, actually, at first she's like, I'm good with it. I'm here on Tuesdays anyway. Well, we didn't think about it. She had scheduled a haircut appointment for today. I did not make her miss it.
No, she didn't.
I did not make her miss it.
She says she didn't make me miss it.
She came in today and we were working. We were here for a little bit before you told me.
Well, we weren't. I told you this morning.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, at graduation. Anyway, she goes, by the way, my haircut appointment got canceled. And I said, oh, it did? I said, okay. I said, well, I'm glad to hear that because you'll be with me now. And then when we were walking out, I said, so did she tell you that I called and canceled it? Because I just was being a
Because
smart aleck.
yesterday afternoon they were talking about Tuesdays at 2, and Amber said, well, Shannon just needs to cancel her hair appointment and not go get her hair done so she can be on the show with you. So
all day I've been teasing her how sweet her hairdresser was to let me call and cancel that appointment for
yeah,
her. That's
so
not
they
what
canceled my
happened.
appointment. No, she's actually sick.
It
It's
was funny.
rescheduled.
It was funny.
From now on, Maymay canceled my appointment so I could be on the show with y'all.
So she could be here today. I canceled it. Aren't y'all glad? I'm leaving everyone in there. We can probably use that for something else. My cousin, when he was little, his catchphrase, you know how little kids always have something they always say and you always repeat it. There's something that somebody in the family says, you know. My cousin's was, Merry Christmas, Eddie won. We don't know why he said it like that.
Anyone.
And he would just yell it out. Merry Christmas, Eddie won. Eddie won is how he said it.
Anyone.
He was the cutest thing. Ricky, by the way, that's who did that.
Merry.
Little Ricky, who is not little Ricky at all. So cute. All right. Here's our letters. Now, if I can spell it, I can smell it. Y'all know I can smell things. If I can spell it correctly, that'll be a bonus. All right. So we're going to need our favorite tool, our quick stick. Love this guy.
Merry Christmas.
Love this.
Anyone.
All right. Yeah, Eddie. Merry Christmas, Eddie one.
Anyone.
We have a lot of Eddies in our family, by the way. That's
Anyone.
funny.
We do.
have.
That is
No, Eddie.
funny. Okay, so here's how I'm going to do this guy. I tried doing this with my sticky folio, but I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of a creature of habit, and I know how to do this, and this doesn't bother me. But if you want to use your sticky folio for this, go for it. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to place this center R, and what's really cool is this die gives us basically, You know that kindergarten paper has the line and then the dash line and then the other line? We basically get that here to show us where to line it up. So I'm going to take this R and I'm going to line it up center top just like this. I think this looks so cool.
Yay.
Now you want to spend some time on your R. Get it centered. Get it above baby Jesus. There we go. Spend a minute on it because that's the one that's going to line everything else up. Okay. Super easy. Just make sure you don't glue them upside down, backwards, or in the wrong spelling. We don't want to do that.
Don't want to do that.
Yes, it is a green with snowflakes. It is so pretty.
I just wanted to do something different.
But it's a little darker than sage. I think the light is
no light in here.
Is a little too much, but it is darker than what I would say
it's kind of olivey.
A sage color.
It is a little olivey.
On camera, it looks very olivey.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas.
And y'all, on the secret shipment that we talked about Thursday night, it's still somewhere in the mystery world. So, but it's supposedly on the truck to be delivered today.
The one you weren't giving a hint about?
The one I wasn't giving you a hint about, or
stick and tay. That's all we did. I don't know how to do the other one.
Stick and tay.
Stick and tay.
The other one was
or a Katie. Not even give him a Scooby or a Katie or a hinte.
Yeah, that's it. So, but anyway,
a Scooby or
would y'all believe that our dear friends at DHL loaded our shipment on their truck for delivery and then just took it back off?
I'm sure there was a reason they took it off. They don't do that on purpose.
And they just held it for 4 or 5 more days.
But keep your mouth held right and it'll show up today, hopefully.
I have received notice that it is on the truck.
That's good. All right. Again, I actually did try this with my sticky folio and it distorted it when I pulled it up. So I thought, nah, we just going to use glue for this one.
And I had to hold it while she was trying to pull it up.
Yep. It was
so don't do it with delicate things.
It was a thing. So I just did this.
With delicates. It's so pretty.
I just did this.
Maymay, have you ever tried quilling? Sharon wants to know.
I thought you were being sarcastic. Yes, ma'am. I sure have. Some of the people right here are going to laugh about that, right? And
I'm not.
Quilling's not really Maymay's thing.
Sharon, I was going to get into it. I saw some videos. I fell in love with it. We bought all the product for it. I had all of it, and I sat down to do it. And I have a video on my channel where I did a project. Actually 2 quilling projects I was pretty proud of. It's not for me. I am not a person who can sit there. Now, Shannon would love it. It's not for me. But yes, ma'am, I have tried it.
And I tried to get some when we were at Creativation. They had some beautiful, but she wouldn't do it.
Yeah, don't throw me under the bus. What happened? We fell in love with Katie Sue. That's what happened. We went the other route.
It was the Katie Sue.
It was
quilling.
them, but we went the other. We went this.
Yeah, we went the decoupage route.
Okay, let me show y'all this. By the way, I want to get this in stock. I love this little guy. We had this for my class. We need to carry that. It's real good.
Okay.
She only says that because she likes smelling it.
Well, I mean, I have my big one, but this one's so convenient. So
it's
this
a good
stays
size.
On, and I really am. We had this for my classes. If you took my class, you got this in your kit. I love this little guy. Let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to take the stamp from Action called Push. We're going to use the stamp set from our Action set that says Push. You can do Push here, et cetera, et cetera. I didn't want to just stamp onto the card. I wanted to do something different. So the stickers from this set are perfect. The little snowflakes. So I'm going to ink up Push on some stays on. And I'm going to go down here to this little green snowflake. And I'm going to stamp Push on it. I'm going to give that a second to set. And I'm using the stays on because this is a slick paper. And I just love this stuff. I love this little... I mean, look, you can just use your full size. I don't know. It's just, don't we all love minis of anything? Anytime something's mini, we have a thing about mini tiny things.
Well, Michelle, I'm praying it's today. It was supposed to have been here last Thursday, but according to our friends at DHL, it's on the truck for delivery
Wow, that cleaned off really well off that
So-
old stamp.
Wow.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Hold your mouth right. All right, we're going to pick that up. And what I'm going to do, I just think this is a different way to put
Oops.
push instead of just push here or whatever.
Push.
Come right here. And I'm just going to see where my little, all right, so it's right here. I'm just going to go right to the side of it. It's okay. And stick that down. And it's a little different instead of being, stamped on it, but you can stamp on it. Stays on is going to stain your stamps. It doesn't hurt your stamps. A stained stamp is a good stamp. You guys, if you haven't taken my stampability class or my stamp right up class, you really need to. It'll answer all your ink questions. I promise. As a matter of fact, I'm considering remaking Stamp Right Up and doing all stampability and offering that class to you. So let me know if you're interested in that class. It's really, really good. I love this. I wanted to put this on a black card base, but I didn't make one. So that's what I would do next. I'd put it on a black card base because I think that would really pop it out. So what do you think? You love this? Now, honestly, in real life, look, babe, ready? You see the difference?
Oh yeah.
So much. It's just the camera.
It's so much more subtle.
Mm-hmm. The camera just really takes the light into a little ball. So, Michelle, I wish you didn't hate stained stamps, and I'll tell you why. Well, depending on the stamp. If you have photopolymer stamps, the stain indicates that the pores are being filled up, and that is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you really do, you want some staining. Now, I don't have a lot of staining on my stamps because of the kind of ink I use, but the more you do it, the more you use your stamps, the better they get because of the nature of the photopolymer. Y'all need to take my class. We need to do that. We need to do that class for you guys. All right, so there's that one. Were you fun? Was it fun? Were you fun? I was fun.
You're always
Y'all
fun.
might not have fun. I love that one, right? Did you like it? Any questions about this one before we go to the next project?
Sylvia, we're not going to do the tour of the new room today because we're still working on it. But we're getting
It's
there.
only pretty right here.
That is so
this square.
funny.
I saw that too, Looney Tunes.
It does me too. It did me too. But I love this. But one thing I wanted to tell you guys was this. If you don't have vellum and light, you still can do this card we talked about earlier. We can still do this card and just put like white behind it or do it in a glitter, do this in glitter. You would need the die. But this is an absolutely instant card.
You could just foam up the die.
Yeah, just an instant card. I think
And
it's
it'd be
so
really pretty
beautiful.
too. Yep.
All right. See, that's a die we've had for a while that I have not been able to play with because it just didn't fit into what we were already doing. And so y'all probably saw Christmas in July. You remember how I kept saying I was tired of as many as? We gave you a lot of as many as in July. Like, didn't we? We were like,
Yes. We do sell the lights.
we need to tell you guys. One day we need to tell y'all what it was like getting those cards ready. I know on camera that video looks like it was so easy, but before we could do the video, we had to make all those as many as. So we spent a week and a half getting ready for one video in July. But I think you guys watched them. I was like, yep, see, this is what they're looking for.
And y'all didn't see all the cards because there were some cards that we prepped and we started making and we were
I
like,
was
we
like,
can't,
this is going to make me
we
cry.
can't do this.
I'm not going to, this is not a card people want to make over and over again. So, but we still have those cards because I may do them as one-offs. We may do them in this show because they're beautiful, but they're not something you want to as many as. They will just make you cry. We were very ambitious. So yeah, I enjoyed the way we did Christmas in July this year. I think we were able to give you more projects, less videos, and then easier for you to find in the future. And I think we tried really hard to give you more PDFs and stuff like that. So
Welcome in, Annie, from Portsmouth, UK. First time catching us
Oh,
live.
cool.
Yay!
You did pretty good on that, Portsmouth. Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's not spelled Portsmouth.
It's spelled Portsmouth.
Yeah, but you did it good. They would say Portsmouth, or it probably even, I bet it'd be beautiful. It wouldn't be this accent.
Well, you know.
Be a
It would
really
be
good
beautiful.
accent.
It would be their beautiful accent. Okay.
Beautiful.
Here's the deal, Pickles.
I like
Oh.
pickles.
Do I want to give them our announcements before we do the second project? I think so. Let's go over our list of announcements. Here it is.
Oh, you're welcome, Eileen.
Let's do this before we
It's
go to the
fun.
second project. All right, here's some announcements for you. Number one, we were clack attacked in a good way. Clack had made a wreath for somebody. He did a video on it. I don't remember who he made it for. And Brandy flipped it up with what he calls vegetation. It cracks me up. He's hilarious. But anyway, and I said, I sure would like one of those wreaths. Well, he made me one and it's gorgeous. I will, this afternoon, I'll take a picture of it and put it on social media for y'all to see it. But if you don't want to wait to see it, Tamitha's going to put the link to his video in. And y'all, he did it for me for free. And so the least I can do is let you guys know about it to go watch his video because that's so sweet. And it is really, and here's something else he did in the video, which I think is so funny. He says in the beginning, he's kind of Maymay eyes in his video. So he's doing a lot of overhead shots like I do like this. So you see a lot of hand work. And then Brandy comes in and decorates it. And you get to see a little bit of that too. Brandy's his wife, and you get to see a little bit of that. And I thought it was such a good video. I enjoyed it. I watched it getting ready for church Sunday morning. I thought it was perfect. Those of you who don't know, we go to church together. So I was like, he made this video for me. I better be ready for it because he's going to say something. Did you see it?
Did you watch my video?
So it's beautiful. Please go check out the video. I think you'll love it. And just let him know thank you because now we have something so pretty when you guys come to visit on our front door. And he made it just for us. And y'all, it was a lot of work, but very pretty. There's the link for you. The next thing I want to talk to you about, we've not talked to you guys about, and I don't really know why. Here's the deal. September the 9th. Have you had it open on your computer so you can give me details of what we're going to need? No. I need you to send that link to Tamitha because I did not. We need to send her that. September 9th at Petals from the Past, which is a beautiful garden center in Jemison, Alabama, which is just right down the road from us.
925.
It's where Shannon and Brenda and, well, you don't usually get to go with me to this one, Shannon, but this is where Brenda and Missy and you went last time.
Yeah, we
with
went
Missy
to
and Brenda and everybody. Petals from the Past is the one that does Antiques in the Garden. And they are doing something really cool. Now they're really the first ones to kind of do this. I don't know if you know this or not, but we have a lot of YouTubers in our area. It's really interesting how many YouTubers we have in our county, around our state. We have a lot. And they are doing it's not a YouTube meet and greet, but it really kind of is.
Want me to read it?
And it's called
The Great Fall Garden Festival. Is a meet and greet gathering of homesteads, farms, and artisans who connect with others through their YouTube channels.
Artisans.
That's
how I got in on it. And a lot of our friends are going to be there. So Simply Lake and Lace, Brenda Berry, So Charming, Jason and Brooke from Cog Hill, Clack, Tracy from Just Dig It. I'm going to miss channels. I'm trying to go through the list of all of our friends. Grace Monroe Home. I thought of him just as you did.
So Charming.
Who else near us? Tamitha's put the link for you guys. Okay. It's going to be a good day. It's from 9 to 5 that day. It's a free event for you to attend. We are at our booth, just so you know. We'll be having giveaways throughout the day, but we're also going to do a make and take. I mean, what do y'all come to be with us for if we're not crafting, right? So we're going to do a make and take at our booth. I think that'll be super cool. Here's the thing, though. We kind of need to know you're coming, because we want to know. We don't know how many people will show up to gauge the number for how many make and takes we need. So there's a couple things you can do. You can let us know, but what they prefer for you to do, because you'll see how many people are coming and they're trying to gauge how many people are going to show up. They're asking for you to register on their website. All you do is when you go to that website, Tamitha put in, you just register that you're going to be attending the event, and that lets them kind of get a head count. That's literally what that's for. Some people, I want to say Clack's going to do some kind of giveaways too, based on your pre-registration or something like that. We'll just be doing door prize drawings when you get there. But here's my favorite part. Ready? They are doing, read off what they're calling it, because I don't want to say the name wrong. The little blue ribbon opportunity.
Harvest Contest, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We invite you to enter the Harvest Contest, county fair style, and exhibit your entries for judging and awards. Entries accepted from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. You could go home with a blue ribbon or two. The contest is for all ages with youth categories. First, second, and third place ribbons will be awarded in each category. $2 per entry, and entry forms will be collected the day of the event.
Okay. I was speaking to one of the organizers, and I said, I would love for there to be an opportunity for my viewers in that kind of county fair situation. So she asked us to submit some categories to her that we thought would be what you guys would want, right? Or would make sense for you. And we submitted paper and cardstock, mixed media and painting, needlework and sewing and needlework. Yeah.
I think so.
And I'm doing it from my memory. Woodworking and pottery. Those are two separate ones we did. And it feels like I might be missing one. But anyway, they asked us to, so we did that. So I think it'll be cool for you guys. I mean, when's the last time you get to enter something in a county fair? And you guys make the coolest things. So I was like, this would be a neat way for us also to get to see your entries. So if you're coming, make something. It's $2 to enter. And then you might go home with an old-fashioned blue ribbon. I think that'd be so cool, right?
I gotta make something.
I think it'll be neat. So there's that. You'll get to be with us. We're there from 9 to 5. And the people, what they've done for me, which I really appreciate, is they're going to give us kind of a big space. So the people that I hang out with that are my friends are all going to be really, really right there together for you guys. So like, so charming. I think I'm going to try to get Rustic Relics to show up. I'm going to try to get Missy and Rodney to come out so you can meet them too. I think, and Brenda's going to be with us. So there'll be a lot of folks kind of with us too. So you won't have to like travel. It's not a very big place, but there'll be a lot of people there that day. So anyway, come out. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. First time I've ever done anything like this. So I don't know. I was like, I don't think the people are going to want to come see me because it's like gardening. But then they're like, no, it's also artisans. So they're trying to, they do that. They'll have art in the garden. They'll have antiques in the garden, handmade in the garden, stuff like that. Okay. Another thing I want to talk about, the schedule. We kind of talked about it in the beginning. Just because we're adding this show, the rest of the schedule doesn't change. And like I said earlier, this show is going to be seasonal. So we're going to let it go as long as the season permits, as long as it needs to happen. CRAFT-A-CROPOLIS. There are literally this is a hand. This many fingers, right? This is a hand.
A few left.
There are like that many classes left. Some of you guys are telling me you didn't know CRAFT-A-CROPOLIS was a thing. So we wanted to bring it up again. We haven't talked about it in July hardly at all. I don't think we did much. But the dates are October 24th through the 27th. The teachers are myself, Eileen Hull will be here teaching. Brenda Berry is teaching. Penny and Emily will be teaching from So Charming. Shannon's taking a break on this one. She's going to be doing a lot of other stuff behind the scenes and in the scenes. You'll see her.
I'm going to lay out.
She'll be right with me wherever I'm at.
I'm going to vacation.
And we have tables. We have broken the tables out. So if you don't want to take a class, you just want to come crop, there's an opportunity for that. There's food, fellowship, fun, quilting, papering.
If you want an entire event, and I don't think I have craft bundles or entire event bundles on the site, email me at Shannon@Maymay Made It, and I can create you one. If you need a special just come for one day type thing, email me. I can break the whole table thing down into daily where you still get the lunch, breakfast, and classes for the day. So we can work with you. Just let us know
now
what
we
you
can.
need. Now we can.
Since bundles have pretty much sold, like most of the events sold in bundles, which is really pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But now that we kind of have some a la carte stuff left, we can kind of cater to what you needed. So just let us know. There's also a big room quilt. So you can come if you just want to come make the big room quilt. I want to say this to you. I want you to understand. If you do that, you don't get a full-size table. You get a smaller table, just enough for you to sew on. But you do have a table you can come and sew in the room with us. Okay. Oh, last thing I was supposed to tell you, card ministry. There's been a lot of emails about card ministry, what we need and what we don't need. We had put a hiatus on it. We had kind of said no more because we had too many. And then Charity's like, I need cards. And we're like, okay, what do you need? So here's the list. Timothy, I'm going to go slow, or here you go. If you want to write this down, we need hello cards, like hi, hello, howdy, how are you cards.
What's up?
What's up cards. We need thank you cards. They need thank you cards. We need happy birthday cards. We need thinking of you. And we need scripture cards. We're running out of scripture cards. Now, we are not asking for Christmas cards, okay? It's very difficult to get enough people to take their Christmas cards versus how many we can get, we still have Christmas cards available. If you want Christmas cards, email us so we can get you what we've got left. But we learned that calling for Christmas cards was not as, it didn't make as much sense because people don't send out as many of that. I don't know. You know how it is. We get more than we can send out. So all of those others, and if I know Tamitha, she's gonna have a list for y'all in just a second. I tried to go slow. All right, let's do another project. This is one of those things I haven't gotten to do. It didn't fit into what we were doing in July, and I wanted to work with this. This stamp set is our newest tag builder set. It is called Ribbons and Bows Tag Builder. If you've never seen one of our tag builder, and we have a lot of these, let me show you first and foremost what it's known for. Piece of cardstock.
Well, look.
Here we go. Okay, so this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. This is the best way to show you what you do with these. My camera being backwards is rough. With these stamp sets. So you take an 8.5 by 11. Okay, you're going to cut this in half at 4 1/4 down the, we call it the hot dog cut, right? So we're going to cut this in half like this.
Hot dog.
Mm-hmm. Then we're going to take these pieces, and I'm going to do them one at a time, and we're going to cut them down to 2 3/4. So you cut 2 3/4 as many times as you can, which is going to be 8 times per strip, which is going to be not 8 times per strip,
4 times.
4 times per strip, which is going to get you 8 tags from one piece of cardstock. Okay, so let's keep going here.
I so thought you were cutting both pieces at the same time.
I didn't because this is a really thick cardstock. I think I picked up some alabaster.
That's good for a tag, though.
All right, so it is perfect for a tag. So you get 8 of these, right? Then, oh, almost flung those on the floor.
Kathy, while she's doing that, you should be able to find our address at our website, www.maymay-made-it.com. And you should be able to find our mailing address there.
You're going to tell me if I get out because we got to figure out why my camera's backwards. I don't understand it. It's like,
It's been making you draw.
it's messing with my brain. That's my brain.
You're good.
All right, so then either one of these tags, let me do it with the clean set because y'all can't really see it there. This one or this one, okay, are sized to fit on that so that you can make 8 tags from one piece of cardstock. And it's so easy. Here's what you do. These are some of my favorites we've ever done. This bow, isn't it cute?
It is adorbs.
Pick that up. I knew I had it somewhere. Got to have my impressible to stamp with. All right, let's get ink. That's what I get for trying to be efficient. I can't find anything.
You don't know where anything
Don't know where I put anything. I'm going to ink this up.
We also like rearranged stuff when we moved. So stuff that used to be on her right is now on her left. Stuff that used to be on her left is now on her right. Stuff that used to be on the left is now behind her. So we don't know where anything is.
Now, this is the first time we've ever done one that needs this much cutting. Typically, with our tag builders, if you've never seen them, go check them out. Maybe we can link those for everybody. This is what you do. You stamp and you do this, and you have what looks like a die cut project without having to have a die, right? If with this one, what we did, we made it to where you literally can just come right in here and follow these around. Now, yes, there is an SVG for that. There's a free SVG with all our stamp sets, so you don't have to do this if you don't want. I'm a person that would probably do this just to save myself time from opening my machine and my computer, et cetera, unless you're going to do it with your scan and cut, which is super easy. But anyway, with these stamps, the point is to just do minimal cutting and look like you had a die without having to pay 30 or 40 bucks for an extra die to go with it. I think this is pretty neat. This one's pretty. I love this bow too. Sylvia nailed this bow. Y'all can't know. I need to. We've got to film our process because it's so funny because.
I mean, we could film it and then do it after
we
the
release
stamp
it.
goes live.
These lines, we moved these lines inside 14 times.
And they stretched this way, and then they went back this way.
We're
and then
very
that's
picky.
too long. That's
Very
too
picky.
high. That one needs to curve the other way. That's going upside down.
But we got it. We got it all done.
Yeah.
All right. So that's one thing you can do with this stamp set. But my favorite thing my favorite thing. You need to know how to pull up the SVGs. I have a video. I have like multiple videos showing you how to do that, Michelle. Well, Tabitha can probably link that for us too. The link queen over there. Now, this time I asked her to give me something additional. Okay. So not only did I want these two to be our regular tag builders and to have all these pretty things to go inside of them, I wanted a bow and a ribbon that I didn't have to mask. I don't like when I stamp having to mask things off. So that's what she created for me. Let me show you this, okay? So, first off, let me tell you how much I love this thing right here, okay? I'm stuck together. This is my stamp wheel. This is my stamp wheel. And this is the wheel from Shannon's.
That is my wheel that she stole.
Because I can double load and I don't have to, I want them to sell me just this wheel. I'm going to have to go, can I buy just the wheel?
It's a genius idea.
It is, because I don't have to, I don't have to like unload, reload, unload. I can have an extra wheel. That's what I want, is an extra wheel. Okay. So, where'd my craft cardstock go? Do you see it? What I do with it, Shannon?
I don't know.
I'm trying to be so efficient.
Is it just
Right here?
craft?
Boom, right here.
I was gonna say, I got some.
All right, so I'm going to use a piece of craft. And this little guy in here is my 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card spacer. That's what this is right here. The only thing is I messed up and I cut this. Actually, let me fix that. I can fix that. I cut it 4 by 5 1/4, and I should have cut it 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 because that's what this is measured for. Does that make sense?
I haven't played with the stamp wheel yet. So.
Okay, so with the stamp wheel, or not with it, but what you can get those little spacers to help you with your card making. And this one in particular is the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 one. So it's the A2 one. But you need to cut your piece to start with 4 1/4 by 5 1/2.
The size of the spacer you're using so that your positioner,
right,
makes sense.
I didn't earlier and I was off a little bit, so I just eyeballed it. But this way you won't have to, and I'll show you how to do it. All right, so if you're going to use this, we're going to pull out this little guy. Okay, we're going to pull out this stamp. This is the one that it looks like a straw, but it's really ribbon, or it can be a straw.
Or a straight candy cane
I think
stick.
it'd be cute. All right, so this guy right here. Now, what I love about my stamp wheel, besides every other thing that it can do, is there's these lines, right? There's this straight line. I can come right down here. It's better if I do it from the top. I can place my stamp in the middle at the top, hold my finger, apply a little bit of pressure. Got to come in just a little bit. I didn't quite make it. Apply a little bit of pull pressure and get it to go down the middle of my card. Now, because of the size of the stamp set and things like that, we're trying to squeeze things on. It's going to be really a close fit, but that's okay because remember, this needs to be cut down. It's still a little too big for how we do our card. All right, so get this placed, and now I'm in the middle. See? Because this middle does it for me, and this thing does it for me. Fantastic, right?
Yes. Dana, you need to tell your husband in a card that you make for him, you used your stamp supplies.
Oh, cute.
He said, great, another, what was it? Another crafting
More
thing.
craft supplies that you won't use.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
make a card using the crafting supplies and tell him I used them.
This stamping wheel, one of the things I love about it is the motion. I love this. This just flip and go. And also when you're using your stamp wheel, just make sure you keep that circle. They have a little circle at the top. Make sure you keep that circle up there. Now, the other thing I love is because I centered that, I'll be able to center this cross section too. Isn't that cool? And I won't have to do anything. That's why I wanted to double load. Okay. I'll show you in a minute. All right. So I'm going to ink this up. And I'm going to do my cross ribbon because I want to put a bow in the middle of this guy. And all I got to do is make sure my little circle is to the side, or just look at my stamp and make sure it's going across. Right? I'm telling y'all, I love this thing. We have them in store for you guys. I think they're fantastic. Timothy, are links below the video? How's that happening?
That I'm not sure.
YouTube's giving us this new feature where we can link our videos, link our products below the video. So if you're watching a video at any time, we can link our products underneath it. And that's pretty cool. Now I'm stamping twice because I'm using Memento because I thought it might be cool to come back and color this with marker if we wanted to. All right, so there's that one. And now I'm going to go to the one that I borrowed from Shannon. Now here's the thing. This way I can leave this guy loaded for mass production. Okay. So here's my bow. Now here's what I love about how this bow is designed. All right. It is made in such a way that you put the ribbon out like this and the bow does not have to be masked off. Okay. So watch this. I'm going to sit that center in and I'm going to look at my ribbon. You have to kind of look at it because you think it's like a perfect X, but because they're ribbons, they're not just this little perfect X. Okay. So I'm placing that bow down.
Do you know who just walked in the door?
No, I do. Oh my gosh. You know,
They're worried they're going to get fired for letting us in here.
who's going to fire y'all? Y'all, I got to step up for a second. Y'all keep talking. Oh,
How are
my
you, brother?
goodness.
Good to see you, man.
Mike
What's up,
Davis.
Jet? How are you, buddy?
Don't whisper my mic
Yeah.
on. It don't matter.
Good to see you. I'm so glad you did.
Nobody take it.
I just want to see your face. Jet, come here, buddy boy.
Y'all, Dwayne is
It's
here.
Dwayne and Jet and Janine.
Don't you put me on camera.
I won't, but be careful because your camera right there.
Oh,
You want
Yeah,
on
it's
camera?
right here.
Come on. Jet's like, I want on camera. Come here. Squat
Is Jet
down.
old enough to be on camera
I don't
without getting
care.
in trouble?
Look, it's Jet. I don't care. Look up a little bit. Your head. Can you see that camera right there?
no.
This one, so we can see your face. Look at that handsome face. You guys,
Baseball
it's Jet.
star.
Come here, Dwayne.
Oh my gosh.
That's mine. I got excited and jumped away. Look, you guys, it's Dwayne.
What's happening?
Oh my gosh. You are such a good surprise for everybody.
Well,
just got back from
we just got back from the Braves game,
Was it fun?
blowing through. Yes,
Who
ma'am.
won?
Angels.
Oh, not who you
We
wanted.
were
Not who we
20
wanted.
We were 20 feet from Otani's home run that got robbed.
You guys, if
Man.
you don't, I know some of you don't know who Dwayne is. His name is Wayne. This whole Dwayne John. This is Wayne. This is my cousin who is like my brother. And you guys have prayed for Dwayne and you have been supportive of Jet in his efforts of his social media, which hopefully is coming back
Soon.
soon. And we just appreciate your prayers, and you sent cards, which are up front. We need to get his cards for him. We'll get Amber to do that. And so they're traveling through and we get to see him today. I didn't even know. What a surprise.
It's kind of a quick thing because we left and we did all our stuff yesterday, and then we're coming back. I got to get home. I got 2 German Shepherds. I got to make sure they're okay when I get home. So
So y'all got to
everything's real
meet him.
fast. Everything's
I'm
real
glad
fast.
it's a quick trip because we really don't want to talk. We don't want to talk.
Me and Vance wants to talk.
She's afraid of what you might share
We don't really want
about
to
her.
talk. We don't want to talk about things.
Amy
So
Naylor said, "Yay,
Come on over,
Angels."
Vance. Let's meet. and have a
everybody's saying
conversation.
hello. Everybody's saying hello to you guys.
Hey guys,
Hi, sweethearts. I haven't even got to officially meet you.
come on over here.
No. JC and
Jacob.
Jakin.
This is JC and this is Jacob.
Hi, JC. Oh my gosh, you're the
Oh, I forgot.
sweetest. You're the sweetest.
You're good right
Can
there.
I have a photo from you?
You cannot be
Hi,
seen.
JC. It's so nice to meet you. I like your haircut, buddy. That's a good one.
How about just a fist pump? That's cool.
Janine, you
Do
don't want any
that.
camera.
I've gotten so fast.
Oh my gosh. Next to me, you'll look great. Come on. This is
There it
Janine.
is.
There you go. Good job.
We're in
See?
our
Not
traveling
too bad.
attire, so
That's
we're-
it, y'all. She'll have a channel tomorrow. You watch.
Oh my gosh.
Thank y'all so much for stopping by.
Oh, yeah,
What am I
and
going to
I'm
do?
sorry,
Because
we didn't mean to interrupt your life.
This
We
is-
know you're busy.
you did not
Got a lot
interrupt.
going on.
She would have
No.
cried if you not.
I'd have been so
interrupted.
mad if you'd have kept going.
Yeah, they were so scared. And we're like, she said, I can't do that. Can't do
Yes,
that."
they can. Well, they know they're certain that they
I
can.
was like, I promise you.
Amber wasn't here, so
Oh, they
I
didn't know.
don't think they didn't have any clue who I
Amber
was.
would have known. She wasn't here. That's what it was.
Just to let everybody know, tell everybody on there too, be praying for him. He's got tryouts Saturday for
Going to
the
fall ball.
for the fall ball team. And we are
For those of you who don't
pushing
know,
for-
he's quite the baseball star.
shortstop is wide open, so they're wanting.
And we go
He's got a
we go
Yeah.
tomorrow to find out about his MRI results. He's got to.
We get to find out tomorrow. Okay.
Yes.
I'm waiting on that.
yeah. Well, we'll let you
I
know.
thought I might know, but I'd like, there's no way I'm going to know sooner than.
But don't let us interrupt your program.
Thank y'all so much.
We just happened to look and we were like, oh no, she's live right now.
Normally I wouldn't
Right before we
be,
pulled up.
but I'm glad I was because I wanted everybody to see your faces.
That's kind of what I thought. I was thinking when we come out here, you wouldn't be, because usually. if
I'd
you're
normally not. Yeah.
I try to keep up with it. It notifies me every time you go live.
Oh, we know you watch because you comment and everybody. Oh, all the hugs and the loves. Thank y'all so much. We love surprise family visits. That's right. That's right. I love y'all.
Anyway, all right, well, we're gonna get out of here. Let y'all get back to
I'm
busy.
waiting for
Call me
you.
when you know something.
I will.
Okay, we will.
We're definitely.
So y'all
Love you
going back
guys.
to Mobile today?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You're on the way now?
Yeah, we're gonna go by and see mom.
Oh, good. Good.
Then we're gonna go.
Oh, hello to Dwayne and family. You can interrupt your family.
That's it.
All right. We love y'all. Thanks
Love
so
y'all.
much for coming
Love
by.
you, man.
Love you too, Bo.
See, that's a cool thing to happen on a Tuesday afternoon.
Bye.
That's perfect for Tuesdays.
I'll be
I
ready.
love it.
Tell them we're going
Yes,
to pick
sir.
up their cards. on the way out.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, me too.
Yeah,
If Amber's not here, I might have to get him to
I
you
think
later
she was going to
something.
message Charity up front. You too.
Love
Message
you.
Charity and tell her.
That's so
Yeah.
cool, you guys. That was so cool. Thank you for giving me a second with them. That was awesome. I haven't seen them forever. Oh, perfect. Okay, so where were we? Oh, we're stamping this bow. I know we're doing that, but where did I get to? What did I explain?
I don't even know.
Before I do it, let me go back and do this. Okay. See this black dot in the center? What that's created for is so that you can hide your workings underneath. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to flip this over and it will automatically make it look like it's beautiful. I know you guys are thinking I should go. He literally is trying to get to his mama and get back to Mobile. He looked at me. I know. He's like, I got to go. But I love that few minutes we got to spend with him. That was awful. Awful. That was awesome. The reason I was going to say that is I thought he was going to be here Sunday and he didn't get through. So maybe I misread that. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay, look. So see how that did and see how the loops and the ribbons turned out? I love that. But I'm going to do it again because I need that center to be a little darker because I can still see through it a little bit. So when you get it, did I line this up this way?
Yes.
So cool. I'm so glad to see him. Y'all, please be in prayer for him. That's what we've been doing all weekend is praying. He had to go back. If you don't know, Dwayne is battling brain cancer. And he has done very well from what they expected him to do. And he went this week for another MRI. I did it wrong because I'm talking. Do you hear me? I'm so excited. We got to do it again.
You did it wrong.
I did. Sorry, y'all. I got flustered, didn't I? I got flustered. It's okay. It happens. Let's flip it over and we'll do the backside. No big deal. I'll do it quick. Maybe y'all can ask questions and Vinny can chat while I get us caught back up.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, you guys have been praying for Dwayne for a long time. And we appreciate your continued prayers for him. And hopefully we'll get some good news tomorrow.
He says his doctor feels like it's not anything bad. So
They said they're not sure. It didn't look cool.
it did not look cool. That was my fault. I just got flustered. Okay.
You got excited.
I'm very excited. It was good to get to see them. Very, very kind. All right. I'm doing it right this time. I messed it up, but we're going to fix it. I got so excited I messed it up. Are they gone?
They are going.
Okay. So sweet. How about Jet? Man, he's grown.
We need to try to go to Mobile and watch him play baseball.
They adopted the two other children, and I didn't know them. And this is the first time I've ever got to be with them.
Yeah.
And so I really don't know them. I've only really known Jet. So isn't that something? All right, I'm going to do that one more time because I don't think it quite was dark enough. And then we're going to go back to the bow and get it done.
How'd you mess up?
I flipped my board, and it's on the back side that you'll see in a minute. So, okay. We're back where we started from. So now what we do.
Okay.
How did I have this guy lined up? I think I might have had him lined up like this.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I did was I had this to the side instead of the top. So when I stamped it, that's what I did. All right. Hey, Dad, guess what? Dwayne just stopped by. You just missed it. You'll have to go back and watch. My dad's watching. He just said hello. All right. So here we go. Watch what happens. It's cool, I promise. All right, we're getting back to the cool part. Who was it? Who said we're getting back to the cool part? All right. So see how it's pale? This is the part that makes it perfect.
Perfection.
What I did was I inked this up and I turned this to the top. Because I was thinking about Wayne. Okay. Here we go. I just love this stamp set, y'all. Isn't that cool? Love it.
Very.
Love it. So the comment was that's a con to this and the Misty. If I had not been flustered, I wouldn't have done that either. Like it doesn't happen to me normally. I just got myself going. I'm gonna do it one more time. I think it'll be pretty to be stamped one more time, a little darker. The thing I love about this though, I'm able to float. Let me show you. Like with my stamp wheel, I'm able to float stamps off the edge easier. Now you can do it with the Misty because you can use the Misty corners and things like that. So you still can do it. I just love this whole, and I'll tell you something else I love. Watch this. When you want to clean your stamps, you put this down like this. Okay. My project is covered underneath. I can spray and nothing gets on my project. And I can just wipe this off right here and then go put it away. I'm not going to put it away because I'm going to save this for mass producing. But isn't that cool? Love that too. All right. Now then, we peel this off. Look how cute this is. Isn't that perfect? It looks like, I mean, we didn't have to mask anything. That was the part of this that I loved so much is I get this package without masking. Let me show you this. This is the project sheet that Sylvia puts out for you guys on the product page.
And it's on product page.
It's on the product page. And what I love is, and we're going to do a little more stamping in just a second. I love this, how she did this. But look, if you just want to go across the side or if you want to use it on an envelope, wouldn't that be pretty on an envelope with the little bow? And also, she had done one that I saw where she did it like this, and then she did it here also, did the ribbon here, so like it was wrapped. It was really cute. Let's do a little more stamping on here. I was going to do a different stamp, but I like what she did right there. I'm going to do hers. First, I wanted to do a little inking. You can put stamps on both sides of the flip plate. I didn't just because I have to. I just happen to have to. Let's cut this down.
She just happened to have mine to steal.
I told her, I said, I stole your...
and then my next word was, I have one?
Yeah, because I don't think I even told you, did I?
I don't know.
All right.
I
trim
don't
this down
know.
a bit. Trying to think how much I need to trim it down.
A tiny, tiny little bit.
It's this much here, and then I go to 4. Right? Yep. And then it is
An 1/8 and an 1/8.
mm-hmm.
See, I'm learning.
And here. And now our ribbons are perfect. I love this so much. I love this so much. Okay. I want to ink the edges. So I'm using a brush and the Simon Hurley ink called Cookie Dough. I thought this was pretty. It's just enough tint.
Love cookie dough.
It's just enough tint to kind of darken the edges, and it gives it that vintage feel. I think that's pretty. And I love this brush.
Amber was able to catch him in the parking lot.
Good.
We found his cards.
Good. I had him and he kept saying, I'm coming up. Just hang on to him. I'm like, okay. He just never knew for sure when he was going to make it. All right.
Now
so
it looks like
that.
it's been tossed around in the
mail truck.
Mail truck.
That's what I loved about it. I thought it was so cute. Then I'm going to take this and this, and I'm going to go back to our stamp set.
Deanna, you are not the only one.
What's that?
When I craft along, I constantly have to stop the video. I do. When I'm making projects and I go back and watch the video, pause. Watch the video, pause. Which when we're remaking old projects, we do the same thing. Or
But we watch it in double speed.
we watch it in double speed where she sounds like a mouse.
Because I just can't stand to watch myself. Because I go,
That
Girl,
voice
move
is
on.
so annoying.
I say to myself, can you just move on? Like right now I'm stuck. I'm trying to get something. Can you just move on, lady? Okay.
Not a problem.
I did, but I fixed it. I want to show y'all this too. This has become one of my favorite things. I didn't know this was a thing. This has been out for a couple of years, by the way. Did you know that? This is the Altenew stamp eraser. And what you do when you have these bold images that sometimes can skip with ink, you run this eraser over them. And I've started doing this lately, and I'm really liking the results.
We really noticed it when you did the postage, the mail truck.
So much so. I really like it. So I'm going to dust a little bit of that off just because I don't want any dots. All right, so then let's do some green and some red. Pause, rewind, pause. That's cute.
That's
We
our
do
life. You are not alone.
All right, so what Sylvia did, I'm looking at her project sheet because I think this is so cute. She up here did, was it this one? It don't have to be this one. She did this one down here.
She did in the loop and on the other side of this way.
I just think this is cute the way she lined this up. I also like the way she used these pieces to make a border.
Yes.
Poor Vinny's just being quiet while we're just crafting.
Benny had to cut his light off because it was giving him a really bad headache.
It didn't help anything or change anything, did it?
So I apologize for being quiet.
All right, one more right here. And then I thought this little stamp was cute. Let me get, where did my black go? Right there. What did I do with that little stamp right there? I really liked the stamp that says just for you.
For me.
I just thought that was really cute. I really like this little, I love this ribbon situation because I've wanted something like this for a very long time and I love it. So then this gets glued. I'm going to put it to a red.
So what does the eraser do, Maymay?
It basically fills in the pores. It's like a primer for your makeup.
So what colors did you use again?
She used VersaFine Rainforest and Tulip Red.
VersaFine or VersaClear?
VersaFine Claire. Sorry.
I
Rainforest
just love
and
this.
Tulip Red.
I just love this little card. Where did my card base go? Here it is. Then, you don't sing to yourself? Then I put it
Always and forever.
on white.
Brenda, no DHL truck is as of yet that I know of.
You guys watch what happens. Just watch this. If you're never sure about how to brighten up a card, this is such a good trick. You see what this looks like? Watch what happens when I put it with a tiny, skinny, little teeny weeny white border. Look how it just brightens it up. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. I think it is so pretty. Then, of course, you can do anything you want. One thing you can do, I did this. And I say I did this. Let me show you. It was on my test card. This was the one I made as a test. And see, I used the long greenery. And I also, I'll show y'all, I made a mistake and sat this down in some ink. So then I just picked up all the ink off the table I could get to kind of make it look distressed. And I thought that was fine. So if you ever do that, just pick it up and use it.
Yeah.
That was pretty smart.
I just thought it would work, right? It looks, it's distressed. And so what you can do, if you don't want to do the stamped berries, which I think are pretty, you can always do these little guys.
Or if you have little red gems, you could put little
little
red
gems would be
gems
cute.
on it.
I'm going to show y'all a trick because these get the little points on them. What I like to do, if they have those little points, is pick this guy up and just tap it. Like I'm going to tap it onto the bottle. And that usually knocks those little points back. And if it doesn't, it might be just because your product is kind of thick and old, which is my issue. I've had this guy a really long time. Like I've had this since it released at the
First came out.
Yeah. This is the same one I'm using. So it's really thick. I'm really having to squeeze to get it out. But it's also the vintage drops. And another thing is a berry has a little place that comes off the branch.
It does.
So if it's a little bit misshapen, that's okay. Yes, you could always splat. But I literally took it and just rubbed it across my work surface and picked up what was down there. I thought that'll work, right?
It
Works for
clearly
me.
did.
So that's 2 cards, you guys, that I haven't been able to share with you, these products. And I'm so excited. Where'd the other one go? Let's bring it back over. This is exactly what I wanted to do on Tuesdays, except I'll lose everything. There's something. Here we go. And I don't want to sit these down because they're wet, but let's put these over here so you can see them. Aren't those beautiful? I just love those. And look at this. I love how these turned out. I just love these cards.
Right.
So that was super fun. An hour and 12 minutes. And we had a family stop by. We had family come over and visit. I thought that was great.
Oh, thank you, Donna. We got a
Donna,
super
thank
chat.
you so much. A little crowd noise for you. And if you have an idea for something, maybe there's a product you want to see, maybe there's a topic you want us to cover, maybe there's an employee you want to meet, maybe you've seen something somewhere else you would like to know about with us. I saw this week from I feel like we give y'all a lot of behind the scenes. Do you guys feel like we do? I feel like we give a lot of behind the scenes. But I saw somebody that I watched that does video creating and things like that, and they were like, you can't do enough behind the scenes. People love it. So if you want more behind the scenes, let us know about that, right? Don't forget to Vinny the video, please, guys. We need you to Vinny the video, which you know what that means. Somebody just said that, Vinny it.
Like it.
Like it.
We did get a lot of product back in stock today.
Oh, I have some if y'all want to see it. Do y'all want to see it? Did they
They'll
ever bring us a box of something?
She
Or-
did. I don't have a pocket.
Do y'all want to see
quickly
it?
trying to get put in for you guys.
There's more even coming in?
Well, I mean, if DHL shows up, yeah.
If DHL shows up, do y'all want me just to go live as soon as it's ready? What do y'all want me to do?
You could do one tomorrow if you want to, or you can just wait and show it all Thursday.
Where'd that box go? You have
They're
it?
probably not going to wait till Thursday though. Since we mentioned that.
All right, this is a bunch of no, this is new. It is, but it isn't. This is. So I have been asking Amber to be sure she has all of my circle and scallop sizes. And so this is one we didn't have on the shelf. This is 1.5 inch circle, 1.5 inch scallop circle. So if you need those, I love these for this time of year when you're making treats and little sentiments. So that's when we have that. I think I have these, so I don't think I need to keep them. I'll put it
You
here.
can put stuff back over here.
Okay, and it'll be
Moved it
easy to
off.
put away. So those are in stock, not back in stock. That's the size we hadn't had before. I just keep throwing my microphone back, y'all. Create an album waterfall enclosure set in black. You want to hand it to me where it makes some kind of sense?
Well,
This is you get 2 waterfalls in here, so you can put this in your folios. You guys, this is the 49 and Market black cardstock. We've already had it in stock. It's just a re-up. This stuff's incredible. I have gotten to where I reach for it more than when I'm doing 49 and Market stuff. I shouldn't open this one, but I am. This is not mine to open. Look at how thick this cardstock is.
it's good.
It's really good. And it's literally what her pages and her books are made from. And I love it. I used it on a folio that I made.
It'd be really good if you have the books, anything that's 49 and Market pre-made stuff.
It's gonna match.
If you want to add in, it will match.
All right, these are back. The card box. You guys have been asking and asking. Did we get this in both colors? We did. The black and the white. This is the time. It is solid core, Terrence. Thanks for asking. This is the time for these. You're going to be making card projects for your friends and family. Folio 2 is back in stock. These are so popular. Folio 3. Here's an example of what 3 looks like. Right down here. And this is what 2 looks like on the back. What I love about these is it's the full kit except your decorator paper. What you need in here is in here. These may not have magnets. Yep. That one for sure does. I can't tell if this one does. All right, so what else we got? Oh, I'm glad that's back so I can get to play
That's
with
all
it.
sticky stuff.
Oh, sticky stuff. Here we go. Yellow tape back in stock. The thicker, this is my favorite one. I used it today on my light. That is back in stock from Elizabeth Tape. 3D foam in black. 3D foam in white. These are so great for the Katie Sue stuff. Oh, I think these are my new favorite. This inch by inch. It's a 1x1 square.
There you go.
Yeah.
1x1
You
square.
got it out
I
eventually.
love this. I did eventually. Okay, look. If you have Katie Sue products, you need these. These are the teeny tinies that it calls for sometimes. This is the 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. And this is also 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch, but this one is black. So foam squares for all of your Katie Sue and for anything. I mean, I use them for anything. Sometimes I just don't want to cut anything. This guy's back in stock. You guys grab this one up. It is so beautiful. My camera's backwards. I apologize, y'all. That is so beautiful. I love that scene. And
You're
see,
not backwards.
haven't got to play with that.
You're right side forward.
This is the stencil set we thought was a single, but actually turned into a triple. You get all 3 of these in one pack.
That's awesome.
Isn't this amazing? I love this pack.
Tools.
Tools that are back. The mini stapler. The quick stick, if you were seeing me use that earlier. The crocodile, the angle punch. This is the 1/4 inch and the 1/2 inch angle punch. Love this one. This is the 9.5 inch shears that we use constantly for everything. I love these guys. Cutter bees back in stock. Shannon's having a good time over here. Slinging it.
A lot of stuff came back in, so it's a lot to go over.
Look at this. This is the border punch with the little flowers. What is this one called? This is called Daisy Border Punch. That makes sense. Cool thing about these is you get a little free shaker inside of there, a little shaker gift. I think that's so sweet. Oh, this is the Surebonder glue skillet, the little one. I love this. Somebody was here this week and who was it? It was Abby and Jeffrey. They were talking about it. He was like, what is this? And she was telling him what it was. I'm like, it's really pretty cool. If you don't know, there's little pellets, which we carry the pellets to. You put the pellets inside, they melt, and then you can just dip in to pick up your hot glue. So if you're just going like this, this is a perfect one for that. That was the corner rounder, not the angle. That's the rounder. I think we have the angle already in though. If you need Dress My Craft replacement blades, they are back in stock.
My favorite.
Small magnets are back in stock. The detail blending tools are back in stock. I've been keeping mine handy. I'm really liking them. Speaking of, when we were cleaning up and moving everything around, I found this, and I haven't even shown y'all this yet. I don't think I've shown them. Simon's picture that I got that he signed for me. I'm going to frame it and put it somewhere, but look at this. This is what Simon made for us at Creativation with his foam. And this is where we learned about these. He took these little blender guys, and where you see the pink and the yellow and the green and the gray, he colored it with the blenders from his ink. Isn't this beautiful? And I got his signature too, y'all. How cool is that? So you'll see that in some background somewhere.
You can lay it over there.
I don't want it to get messed up. I'll put it right there. And hang on, move these out of the way.
There's more. I was trying to fit.
Is that
this
not
one.
new?
No, I think we just ran out.
Did we already have the thin green?
Pretty sure we did.
This is the silk or the silk, right? Ribbon. The thin green back in stock. These guys are back in stock. These are the ones that have the snowmen, the little shaker elements with the snowmen. This would be really cute in the shaker sheets. If you don't know how to use this, let me show you. I did a video a couple weeks ago showing you guys this. It was a live show where we did the shaker sheet folio, and this is kind of where you put these guys. People have come in and gone, I want to see it in person. Haven't they?
Yes.
Get that album. I want to see it. It's right here behind me. I keep it on my shelf. Right there. Look, these would be so cute too. Look at these with the candy. That's adorable. There's red silk. It's not silk.
Satin.
Satin. Red satin, green satin. This is the thin stuff. It's perfect for card making. See how thin? What is this? 5 mil? 5 mil by 3.
Looks like about a 1/4 inch.
No, it's not a quarter. It's smaller
inch.
than that.
1/8
It's smaller
inch.
than a quarter.
Because this is 1/8 too.
And this is the gold organza version. So pretty.
So it's 1/8 of an inch. It's tiny.
Mm-hmm. Luster wax. Luster wax. This one is you don't have to smell it. This one is silver. More luster wax. This one is, that may be my favorite scent. Ivory.
They're not really scented. They just smell.
No, they're not scented. They're made with beeswax and orange,
Yes.
orange something. Triple thick, the big container. See, this is one of the things I want to do on a Tuesday at 2. These are the kinds of things I haven't been able to You would love this. You would love this. When I show you, you
did these.
Wait, I did not do those.
Oh.
Colorista
Thought you were
glitter
doing it.
markers. These are so pretty. Grab this now. This guy sells out so fast and we have a hard time getting it back quick. This is the Memento dual-ended marker. This is what we use when we fussy cut to color the edges of our images. Or if you're using Memento and you miss a spot on your stamping, you can do this to color it up. Somebody said, good question. I don't know if I answered it. Vinny, do you see that question?
Yeah, I thought you were doing it when you did that, but you were just doing that.
I was. This is what he used with this. Actually, he used the circle.
Yeah.
There's one that is a circle. We have it too. And you take the circle out, and he used it to make this little stamp. It's so cute. It's so cute. That wax stuff acts kind of like a rubbing and a buffing kind of thing. And it puts color, especially on raised and dimensional areas of a product. I do have a video showing you how we used it, or we did a live show using it.
Yes.
And I bet if you give me a second. Do you do with punches that get dull? Okay, I can't even hardly tell because it messes with my mouth. But this is what people say to do. Do you remember what people say to do?
You want me to tell them?
Yeah.
Crunch 'em
You
with
punch
aluminum
it through
foil.
aluminum foil.
I just can't even say it. If y'all don't know this about me, I have a thing about metal and teeth, and just the thought of it makes my mouth go, what? And so that's what, say it one more time.
Punch your punch through aluminum foil.
Maybe fold it up a couple of
A
times.
couple
and then
times
punch
and
it.
go through it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now you know.
You still won't say it too
And
loud.
video it
Or
and
TV.
send it to Maymay.
Please don't. Oh my God, my eyes are watering thinking about it. This Christmas tree punch, if you don't have it, what are you waiting on? Honestly, this is the one. Like, if you didn't see us use it last year, this was probably our most used punch last year.
And hard to get.
And hard to get, but we grabbed them up this time. This is the second order this year too, so we're getting pretty good. That's it. You saw it all. Whoop, whoop. Dana, that if you look online, that's what they say to do. That's what they say is to use that. I've never had to sharpen a punch. So I've never had to sharpen a punch. The only
You wouldn't do that anyway.
Oh, there's no way.
You'd break
No.
that sucker down and take it and have it sharpened by
No.
a scissor
I'd
guy.
buy a new one.
Buy a new
I'd do
one.
something
Yeah.
for that.
That's what you would do
Um,
for sure. Just buy a new one.
The only scissors in my lifetime I've ever had to have sharpened. Maybe I'm just not rough on scissors. I mean, I don't sharpen my junk scissors. You know what I'm saying? Only scissors in my lifetime I've ever had to have sharpened were my hair cutting shears.
Mhm.
And I was very picky about those. Those were always very sharp because if they're not sharp, they hurt people because
Pull your hair.
they pull your hair and I'm constantly apologizing. Like I'll be cutting hair. I'm sorry. I can't stand that because especially the tip. If the tip is not good and sharp, because there's a way when you cut hair, any hairdressers in here, when you cut hair, you're not supposed to cut past your second knuckle. So the hair's supposed to be just here and you're supposed to do one swipe depending on what school you go to. And the problem is when you get down here and the end is dull, the hair will get bent in it. And that's that pull. And I'm always like, I'm sorry.
I have noticed with some of our punches, they won't punch through regular paper as well as they do cardstock.
Oh no. But I don't think
But
they're really for that.
We don't use them on like copy paper because like when Sylvia's making stamps, like she'll print out samples and we'll size stuff because we use punches a lot, so y'all can just punch things out, and it's hard to go through the paper. But
it's just because this paper's not sturdy enough to take the blades.
yeah,
It literally is so soft it just folds inside.
so if you're trying to cut it
If you're
thin
using
paper, go thicker.
Cardstock is better.
Yeah.
Cindy cut her bangs.
Yep, Cindy.
Why don't we get a picture, Cindy?
Don't ask Maymay about that.
Or if it's recent, please send one.
I can cut my bangs.
It's everywhere else on her head.
They don't let me cut anything else, but my bangs I can cut. Michelle is right. Put cardstock behind it.
Right.
That's exactly right.
Somebody said that Martha Stewart says to cut sandpaper with your scissors to sharpen them.
That's even worse. God, that
hurts
makes
my
my
feelings.
teeth water.
It makes my teeth water. That's exactly what it does.
Oh, that was.
Who do I follow, Lori? I was so excited to see that you follow one of my favorite creators. He's hilarious. Tell me who.
Clack? Surely not Clack.
He doesn't mean to be funny. He doesn't mean to be funny. You know what, April? I'm glad you asked. Fern is doing pretty well. We literally had a conversation about her the other day. I told y'all before, she's doesn't like the sun. Or so we thought. We put her last Christmas in the window. Was it last Christmas?
Lewis.
And she's loving it. She is loving it. One of Vince and I's favorite thing about Maymay Made It is that we can employ people. Like that, to us, that is such a blessing for us.
Absolutely.
Because I love thinking, I mean, I can't pay like what some people can pay. We just don't have that kind of business, you know what I'm saying? But we try to do our best by our employees, and we try to really think about them. And I love that we can do that. And so,
I mean, Shannon's already said she'd come to work for free.
No.
she did.
Love you.
She said even if we couldn't pay her, she'd come to work. She did say that. I'm not
I
trying to say
come
I'm
here,
not going
but
to
I
pay her
probably have to find
zero.
another job.
And for those of you questioning it, we would never ask Shannon to work without pay.
No.
Oh my gosh.
God has blessed us, and no employee has had to ever go without a paycheck. Thank you. So
We would never. Oh my goodness.
and I don't want her to get snatched up by somebody else. That's for sure.
No. We try very hard to let our employees know how much we love them, and I hope that they do.
We do. I say we do.
We would
I
be.
do. I don't know about the rest of them. I can't speak for them.
We would be nothing without our employees. You guys know that. You've all talked to them, and I mean, Amber said this the other day. We're going on 6 years together. 6 years with Amber, and I remember her interview day. I remember the day she interviewed, and I said to her, "When's the last?" She was like, "I can't do computers. I cannot do computers." I said, "When's the last time?" Listen, y'all, I was hiring her to be my customer service representative. Answer phones, emails, greet people at the door. I said, "When's the last time you responded to an email or sent an email?" She said, 6 years ago in college. I said, "You're perfect. You're just what I'm looking for." And we have such a kinship. We do. We really do. So I know that y'all just see me on an off day. What is an off day, actually? Oh, they don't mean like being off.
On a bad day.
I mean, when you're having a bad day.
Because you had a bad day.
You know, Tian, there's a lot to be said about that. Back in the day, I used to hear that you're only as strong as your weakest link comment a lot. That was a thing when we would go to management seminars and all that kind of stuff. And I never really understood that. But when you think about it, if you don't make sure your employees get even small wins, not just big wins, they need small wins, and then praise them on that. I'll tell you something we try to do. Listen, we make mistakes. Some mistakes we make are very costly mistakes, like financially expensive mistakes. But never once do I go to that employee and make them feel bad about that. Because look, by the grace of God, I didn't make that mistake. That's how I feel about it. Like, I make mistakes all the time that Vinny has to deal with, right? In our business. Our employees might too, but they never do it maliciously. They're not trying to hurt the business. It's going to happen. And we try very hard.
One of our sayings is we don't do perfect.
We don't do perfect.
We try to do our best, but we're flawed people, humans. We make mistakes.
Toby, are you close?
I don't know who y'all are talking about.
That make mistakes.
Lita
Shannon.
says that she just found Maymay.
And now she's like,
she's
I'm
trying to
out.
watch every video that she
And now
can
she's-
find.
After this one, she's like, I'm out.
Peace.
And Melody, he's very funny. If y'all want somebody to watch that's not crafty, if you just need a break from crafty sometimes, I mean, don't take a break from me. But if you need a break from crafty, Barry's funny. His videos are funny. His wife is hilarious. You can tell camera's not where she wants to be, but she does it for him. And it is so funny to me. They're so cute. All right. Oh, you're in Iowa. All right. I have to lean into re-comments. We love you guys so much. Thank y'all so much for being part of our community. Lita just found us. Thank you so much for finding us. I remember the day I got to be an admin, and almost 7 years later, still the best job ever. See, Tamitha, do y'all realize Tamitha started out as a Facebook? Were you a moderator before an admin, Tamitha? Like, she started out working. She did well. It was for free. She volunteered to be an admin, which meant she checked comments and made sure comments were good on different places. And now she works for us, and it's amazing. Karen, 6 years. No, when did we celebrate her? Her 5th year was November. We celebrated her 5th year anniversary in November. And it's kind of cool because is she only no, Tamitha's the second. So I've never told y'all this. I think this is neat. I don't even have one yet. But when you work for us, I've always been the person that when you work, I like to mark a milestone, right? And so I used to work for a company that when you were there for so many years, you would get something cool, like not money. They gave money too, but like something else. And I always wanted to give something else, right? Something we'd have together to kind of market. And so we started it with Amber. When her 5th anniversary hit, she got this necklace that has a red stone, like Maymay Red. It's a ruby stone, but it's a Maymay Red stone. So for 5 years, she got it. Well, then Tamitha is the only one with the second one. So between Amber and Tamitha, they're the only ones with the necklace. I've got to get myself one. I need one. And then Shannon's next. And Sylvia's coming right up behind you. So, and it's not the only thing they get. It's just a token. I just think it's cool that we have that connection, that little piece.
We get to eat too.
But I think it's cool. All right, guys, we're going to call it a day. Tamitha, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. We're going to call it a day. I think this was fun, and I'm going to enjoy this. And y'all give me tips and tricks for what you want to see next time. I can't bring Wayne back. That was unplanned. If you have questions, you know how to reach us. Benny, why don't you close us in prayer?
I will.
We'll do things different. We won't do we'll just close in prayer. That's what we're going to do.
All right.
Yeah. Go for
Let's do it. Hey, God, thanks for this day. Thanks for this time we could hang out together today. Lord, I hope that something we've done has encouraged those listening and watching today to just be blessed, to just have fun, to enjoy this hobby, this craft, and Lord, get stress relief, peace, comfort, all the things that crafting brings to all of us, sometimes even stress. But God, help us to have a great time together each time we get together. And we thank you for the privilege of being able to glorify you and point others to you through everything. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen. You guys, thanks so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed it. We will see you Thursday night for our regular live show. Till then, bye now.